My name is Furiosa, and I have a bone to pick with this cat right here. I can't believe that Garfield has higher box office takings than Furiosa. Ook, ook, ook. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, is directed once again by George Miller, who previously directed Mad Max Fury Road 9 years ago. It is the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road and Furiosa's origin coming of age story. So Furiosa tells the story of a younger Furiosa before the version we know her in Mad Max, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and she is taken from her mother at a young age and has a uh, vendetta and bone to pick with the uh, son of a bitch, a warlord, Dementus, who is literally her bane, and she won't rest until he is gone. Yeah, it's literally a revenge movie. Now, this is the first and only Mad Max movie not to star Mad Max in it, so well, uh, making it to stand out from the crowd in the franchise. And one would think when you are a prequel and spin-off to one of the most highly acclaimed movies of the past decades that deservedly got a Best Picture nomination and all those Academy Awards, even if uh, Mad Max Fury Road was robbed of Best Picture that year. The fact that it was nominated, well, did change the game for big action movies, and shows that George Miller is a true force to be reckoned with among filmmakers. Like, he's making movies in at 79 and he's still yet to retire. Like, he's making movies at an even older age than James Cameron. Furiosa has always been was my absolute favorite character in Fury Road, and the fact that she's getting her own prequel spin-off movie was literally a gift from heaven to me. This was the Mad Max Fury Road movie I begged to exist, and now it finally exists. Hooray! But sadly, not everybody feels the same way. Even if my good pal Frozen Things Studios adores this movie, this is practically his favorite movie of 2024. This movie may be faring well critically, but uh, with an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, but tragically, it has the lowest box office opening of any Memorial Day release. So that's another box office disaster for summer 2014. Yeah, let's face it, we're not going to get another Barbieheimer movie event this summer, are we? Cinemas need help fast. But I don't get why people would boycott this movie just because it's a Mad Max movie with no Mad Max and has a female lead. To all those misogynistic pricks that purposely skip this movie just because they don't want to see a female led Mad Max movie and purposely wanted this film to fail so heartlessly, they can kiss my ass. And let's hope they never get a girlfriend because they don't deserve one. What woman would want to date a man who brings women down and just wants men to rule the film industry? I am gonna make a rant about why people and moviegoers should stop hating on girl power movies because I am sick and tired of the world being so pro male. When is there going to be gender equality already? As for the quality of Furiosa itself, does George Miller have it in him to make it epic, as Chris Hemsworth Demetrius would say? And honestly, he sure does, because Furiosa is a freaking Mad Max movie and freaking fabulous movie on its own. This is one of the true groundbreakers of 2024, and I can now confirm that May, with this gem and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, is the best month for movies this year. I freaking loved every minute of Furiosa, and would I would put it above Mad Max Fury Road, and I make no apology for that opinion. Right off the bats, yeah, George Miller. I've got to applaud the guy for making this movie, because he uh, he does uh, uh, he does listen to the fans, and he found a way to make a Mad Max movie great. Without Mad Max, he deserves a Best Director nomination, and this movie deserves a Best Picture nomination, and certainly deserves a nomination for the Visual Effects Academy. If Mad Max Fury Road could get nominated, so can Furiosa. And Anya Taylor-Joy, she is electrifyingly awesome as Furiosa. In fact, we don't technically see her as Furiosa until the second half of the film, because this is literally the Lion King of a Mad Max in the way the story's structured, how we follow young Furiosa as a girl and watch her grow into a badass, like a Simba's journey in Lion King. And any movie that's takes after Lion King is a automatic win for me, being the Lion King fanboy that I am. Not to ignore the younger child actress playing child Furiosa. She does just as terrific a job as Anya Taylor-Joy, and Furiosa doesn't even have as much dialogue as you would think she has, as there are moments where she uh, has some powerful expressions with her eyes, and to see her gradual transformation from a woman with longer hair, and to see her shave her hair and get her robotic arm, you feel the deepest sympathy for her, because her life was tough growing up. When the marketing says "remember her," boy, do you remember her? She is one of the true defining movie heroines who will never be forgotten. And Furiosa's mother, I have to say, 2024 is a strong year for strong movie mothers. I mean, Katie's mum in Mean Girls, and Paul's mum in Dune Part 2, and Noah's mother in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I adored the mother and daughter bond between Furiosa and her mother in the first half of this movie, and yeah, I truly cried at some scenes with Furiosa's mother, like, and Mad Max Fury Road, as elite as that movie was, it was lower on emotion and didn't exactly get tears out of me. But my god, Furiosa is elite in the emotion department, which is what makes it succeed. The majority say Chris Hemsworth steals the show as our brand new main antagonist, Warlord Dementus, and I personally don't go that far. For me, Anya Taylor-Joy is still the best of the cast in this film, but Chris Hemsworth certainly gives his uh, most badass performance since 4 in the MCU. I mean, this is a son of a bitch that just makes you livid whenever he's on screen, because of how of how he ruins Furiosa and her mother's life, and when he's giving charismatic speeches like "Start your engines," like he is just eating up the entire scenery and having a total ball, like. And he gets to use his natural Australian voice too. Yeah, he's literally like a evil and twisted version of the Thor with the long beard from Avengers Endgame. That's the best way to describe him. He's like Thor's twin brother that's even more evil than Loki ever was. And yeah, he's one of the uh, 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 top movie villains of 2024, hands down. And sadly, the original voice actor for the warlord in the first Mad Max has now passed away, so they needed to recast him. But so the brand new actor, he seamlessly plays the role that you don't even notice it's a different actor in this character's shoes, the and the film may be a little lighter on action scenes than Fury Road. Like Dune Part 2 wasn't as all action as we thought it would be, but that's okay because Furiosa is more a character study, and the, I mean, more, I mean, more of the action happens in the third act and the second half. CGI once again not overtaking practical effects. Thank you, George Miller. So it's it keeps the consistent look of Fury Road, and it was shot in Australia in and the Australian desert for this movie, just like a Fury Road, is well looks immaculate as can be. And Furiosa was filmed during the COVID pandemic, so production was harder than it was for Mad Max Fury Road. So I I applaud the filmmakers for not letting COVID stop them and for all their efforts. And this is a longer movie than Fury Road, and I personally uh, loved the extra time. I did not have any pacing problems with this film as others was any shorter, and Furiosa's childhood and origin story would have felt too rushed to me. The ending when Furiosa finally does get to kill Dementus, I mean, it's never made clear how or what in what way, but you are just overjoyed that she finally got justice for her and her mother and put that prick in his place. So overall, it sucks that Furiosa is not even going to make half the box office of Dune Part 2, which is currently the highest grossing movie this year, but uh, please at least help its box office go up in its later weeks and spread the word of mouth that this movie is uh, fucking amazing.
I give Furiosa a Mad Max Saga 5 stars out of 5. Best Mad Max movie ever.
So yeah, summer 2024 thankfully has had more hits than misses, and if you are able to check out Furiosa in theatres while it's still showing, then I implore you to see it on the big screen. It deserves your money. It really does, and cinemas deserve your money right now. Uh, as well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. What are your thoughts on Furiosa, and which do you prefer, Furiosa or a Mad Max Fury Road? I'm personally Team Furiosa, but please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And stay tuned for some of my June movie reviews, with June just days away now. Expect some How to Train Your Dragon and DreamWorks related videos to come that month. But let's just say, and remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.